Now we are going to see the shortest length by shortcut method, or you can say by in a table. Whatever we did previously, all that by doing the shortcut. So now what you're doing is assume the given vertices A, B, C, D, E, Z given. I want to be travel from A to Z. Initially at vertex A, length is 0. Remaining all you don't know how much, so assume as a infinity. In this, in this 0, infinity, infinity, what is the shortest one? 0. So you mark them. I'm marking with some red. So when it is 0, this is a short one. You write that vertex here, A. Okay. So you write that vertex is here. Okay. So now next what you have to do means there is a one formula. What is that formula means? Value equal to minimum of previous value comma marked value plus edge value. Okay, so this you remember. So there's a two values, previous value comma marked value plus edge value. That is a value you have to take in each box. So now you started at 0. This value is also 0. Next come to here. When you come to the B vertex, for B vertex, what is the value? Infinity. Minimum of infinity. What is the marked one? 0. Edge value. A vertex is there. A to B edge value how much? A to B edge value 4. So what is its value? Minimum of infinity comma 4. What is in this minimum? 4. That 4 you have to write here. Next, the same way you can do for the next one. Next, come to C vertex. C vertex means you have to see A to C. Already our A we are taken, so you have to take A to C. So what is the value here? Infinity. Minimum of infinity plus what is the marked value? Your marked how much? 0 plus edge value. What is edge value? 2. So what is value? Minimum of infinity comma 2. What is value? 2. Minimum is 2. So that 2 you have to write here. Next, A to B, A to C you are calculated. This you do only edges which are added to the vertex A. Okay. B and C are the adjacent vertices. Do this process for adjacent vertices. That means only update these two. B, next is a C. Why? Because A, for A, B, C are the adjacent vertices. For that two, if you updated is enough. Remaining you write as it is. So one more time I'm repeating. For A vertex, B and C are the adjacent beside vertices. What is it? BC. For BC values you update. Remaining you write as it is. Okay. Oh, no, I can calculate for remaining means remaining you will get the infinity only. I don't want to be make confuse you. So which are the for A vertex, which are the beside vertices that are called adjacent vertices, beside vertices. For them you calculate the you update that values, how much its length. So now in this 0 vertex column already taken here. Listen carefully. For the 0, this A vertex is taken. So again, don't consider this value. The first column you don't consider. Next 4 to infinity, infinity, infinity. 4 to infinity, infinity. In this, which is the minimum value? 2. So now this 2 you mark, this 2 you mark. So now next uh, next what I'm doing is, um, for C, for C, marked value C, for C, what are the adjacent vertices? For C, what are the adjacent vertices? E, 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 D, D. Okay, you update the values, which one? E vertex, D vertex, B vertex. So now B vertex, next D vertex, next E vertex. We have to update these things, B, D, E. These three you have to update. So now what I'm doing is, again same thing. Which vertex is here marked? Which vertex? Column C. So write that C is here. Okay. Next, minimum of this 0 as it is. Okay. Next, for B vertex, what is the previous value? Previous value 4. Next, marked value 2, marked value 2 plus edge value. For a C edge, C2, C2B edge how much? C2B edge how much? 1. So what is its value? 4 comma, minimum of 4 comma, what is it? Minimum of 4 comma 3. What is its value? 3. So that 3 you have to write here. Okay. So one more thing, you don't update this C column. See, the column which is a marked, you leave as it is, no problem. So which you have to update? B, D, E. So when you come to the D, for the D, for the D, when you come to D, what is the previous value? For a D, previous value, minimum of D value infinity, comma, marked value how much? 2 plus edge value. Here C is there, na? C2D edge value. C2D edge value how much? 8. So what is its value? Infinity comma 10. In these two, what is the minimum? 10. Okay. You write that 10 is here. Which column as a mark do you leave it? We think about that later. Okay. So next 10. Next E how to update. For E, when you come to E, minimum of what is previous value? Infinity. Next, what is the marked value? 2, marked value 2. C2E, this C2E, what is the edge value? C2E 10. So what is value? Minimum of infinity comma 12. So its value is a 12, minimum is 12. Okay. So now this infinity you write as it is. So which are marked red, whether you write that columns or doesn't matter, you leave them. Okay, it's a better you leave them. Which are columns are marked, you leave them as it is. Don't fill up. Okay. So next, in these three, 0 you don't take, 3, 10, 12. What is the minimum value? 3. So minimum is 3. Okay. So 3 is a minimum. You add that vertex is here. You add that vertex here. That is B. Okay. So now for B, what are the adjacent vertices? We will see. For the B, A you don't take. Already is there. C you don't take. You don't go for again back. So now what is there? B to D. A adjacent vertices means A, C, D. But AC already in the set, ACB is there. So you don't take. Only you go for the D. That means you have to update only D vertex. You update only D vertex. Update only this D vertex. I'm marking this. This D vertex you have to update. So now remove this. Minimum of what is that D vertex previous value 10. Next marked value. How much marked value? 3. Next edge value. B to D edge value. B to here everyone. B to D edge value. So what is a B to D edge value? 5. So now 5. What is in these two minimum? Minimum of 10 comma 8. What is value? 8. So now you have to write that 8 here. Only update this D only. B adjacent is only here D. So update that D. So now after that, what you try to do means remaining this 12 is there in the 12 column red mark. So you write this value as it is. In the Z is there red mark? No, you write this as it is. So in the C red mark is there, now leave them. In the B red mark is there, now you leave them. In the A is the red mark is there, now you leave them. Better it. I say what do later. Okay. Which column has a red mark, you leave them for the next steps. Okay. So now what is a 8 to 12 infinity? What is the least value? 8. So now 8 mark it. This 8. Which one this one? Which vertex is D? Write that D here. Okay. Write that D will be here. So now for the D, what are the adjacent vertices? Adjacent means beside. So D, what is there? B already is there, don't go. C is already there, don't go. E, next E is there, Z is there. So you have to update only two vertices, E, Z. I tick this one, E, Z. These two you have to update. Okay. Wait a minute. We have to update EZ. So now again process minimum of for EZ first come to E 12 previous value 12 next marked value. What is the marked value? 8 plus for D to E. This here everyone D to E. What is edge value? D to E 2. How much its value? 12 comma 10. So minimum of 12 comma 10. How much minimum? 10. So that 10 you write here. Okay. Next, after that, next is Z. You have to do it for Z. For Z, okay. Minimum of what is the previous value? Infinity. Next, what is the marked value? 8. Next, edge value. D to Z edge value. D to Z edge value how much? 6. So how much its value? Minimum of infinity comma 14. So what is its value? 14. So this is a 14. So now I increase one more row. When you once you do it is a very simple. Okay. So now which I'm saying one more time. Which column is marked, you leave them as it is. This also you leave them as it is. Which column has a red mark, you leave them as it is. Okay. So now 10, 14. What is the minimum value? 10. So 10 is a Okay, 10 is a minimum value. So for which vertex? E. For which vertex? E. Okay, for E vertex. When you come to the E vertex, E, what are the edges added? D, Z. D is already there. Here, D is already there, so you don't take only Z vertex. You have to update only Z vertex. So now, only you have to update the Z vertex. So now again, process. Minimum of what is for Z vertex? What is that previous value? 14. Next, marked value 10. Edge value E to Z, edge value how much? E to Z edge value 3. So what is its value? Okay, what is its value? Minimum of 14 comma 13. So what is its value? 13. What is its value? 13. That 13 you write here. Okay, so now the value is a 13. So therefore now is everything completed. So now what is the minimum value here? What is the minimum value? 13. So minimum value is 13. So next, so 13 which vertex? Z. Okay, therefore shortest path is AC. Wait a minute. AC B D E Z. Shortest length is 13. Okay, so this is a problem. So now what is this empty column means? What is the rate of marked value or 0? You just write that zeros here. Okay, just write this 3 here. So when I'm doing problem, I'm not said about this thing. Why? Because you unnecessarily it get confused for you. After doing all the thing, you just write this value. Actually, these values won't change. That if you write at that time means it makes a lot of confusion for you. Okay, after finishing total problem, you just write what is the marked value? 8. So that 8 fill up this. Here 10 will be there, that is fill up with 10. Here 13, that is it. Okay, this is a problem. Thank you for wait a minute. Any doubts you can contact here. Okay, thank you for everyone.